Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the goodbye message from Thomas Tuchel and the welcome message from Graham Potter.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So first of all, I've got to say a heartfelt thanks to Thomas Tuchel. I hope I didn't come across as a bit of heartless yesterday, because when I made a video about Thomas Tuchel and his deficiencies and what got him the sack, I feel, this was before I saw his goodbye message from Chelsea, and I've posted the video about 20. I made the video, but when I posted it, I think the message had come out 20 minutes or so before I had posted my video. So I'm sorry to see him go. A lot of people watching my videos may not think so, but yeah, I am sorry to see him go. But I just wish that he could have adapted his style a little bit more to keep him in his job, because what he done at the club. He brought us the biggest. He brought us the cup with the big ears. He gave us the World Club Cup for the first time ever in our history. We won the Super Cup as well, and he was a great ambassador during the sanctions, and even saying that he'll drive the bus. And sometimes when managers make those comments, you think, is he just saying that as a manager, or does he mean it? But having read his goodbye message, I do feel he truly loved being at Chelsea. For those who haven't seen it yet, it's on Twitter, and I might add, he's been on Twitter for about 3 years, I think, and they said it's the first time he's posted on Twitter for 2 years, and only person he follows is Chelsea Football Club, and that's incredible. And for those who haven't read it, it says, "This is one of the most difficult statements I've ever had to write, and it is one which I hoped I did not need to do for many years. I'm devastated that my time at Chelsea has come to an end. This is a club where I felt at home, both professionally and personally. Thank you so much to all the staff, the players and the supporters for making me feel very welcome from the start. The pride and joy I felt at helping the team to win the Champions League and the World Club Cup will stay with me forever. I am honoured to have been part of this club's history, and the memories of the last 19 months will always have a special place in my heart." So that's a nice classy touch by Thomas Tuchel, actually, and that's why a lot of fans did resonate with him, and they loved his passion, his drive, and a lot of fans are still a bit upset, and some are angry that he left the football club. So, he goes with my best wishes. I wish him all the best at his next club, but it may be sooner than expected, because there's already whispers that the players at Bayern Munich are taken to Nagelsmann, and there's talk that if things don't turn around for them in the next few weeks or so, then they may be thinking of parting ways with him. And Thomas Tuchel is here waiting in the wings. I'm sure that he'll get a new job soon. So now let's look at Graham Potter, because today he gave his first interview at Chelsea, and he had some interesting things to say. First of all, he was impressed by the new ownership and vision of the club. He's got a shared vision with Todd Bowley and the Clear Lake Consortium of how they want to run things, and he's willing to get on board to help make this vision come to light. And he's an ambitious young manager. He strikes me as an ambitious. He was willing to start at the bottom and work his way up gradually. So obviously he started in Sweden, then he went to Swansea, and then he went up to Brighton. So he's just moving up the ladder slowly, and he's learned his trade as he went along. And he appreciates how big the club are. He's looking around, seeing all the trophies and the enormity of the club. So he does know what he's getting into at this club. And what I loved about what he said he likes players to enjoy their football and to create a connection between. He likes to create a connection between the players and the supporters. That's what I want to see, a breath of fresh air, because it did look like the players weren't enjoying their football at Chelsea. You know, the way that they were playing, especially towards the end of Tuchel's tenure, they weren't expressing themselves. They weren't playing with a smile on their faces anymore. And so his style of football, he likes to play in a balanced way, but with emphasis on good attacking football, but with a good structure. And as I said before, he likes the players to express themselves and be positive. So that's what I want to see. I want to see players now taking players on, making those brave decisions in the final third, because I feel that we were a bit hampered. We were a bit, these players didn't do a lot in the final third. So it's going to be interesting to see the different changes, because it's the same attacking players. So is it the players, or was it the way that it was set up? So this is going to be the acid test now. It's going to see how Potter's structure helps these players, these attacking players, to thrive. Going on now, he says he wants a competitive team, and the most important thing, he impresses upon human value. And that's so important, because a lot of people don't recognise it's not only about tactics, it's about the human side of things. I touched on this on my video I did yesterday without even looking at this interview, because how you treat people is important. If you want to get the best out of your workforce, you need to make them feel respected. You need to make them feel loved. You need to make them feel appreciated, because I've done all sorts of courses, in my workforce, and they said if you've got a happy workforce, then you're going to have a greater output. So I'm hoping that, he said the people value, and again he expresses building respect, trust, and honesty. It's a people first, person first, and that's what he looks on. So he looks like he's going to be a arm around the shoulder type manager, somebody who's going to encourage the players, somebody who's going to be looking after them, respecting the human aspect of the game, of that side of the game as well. So again, it'll be interesting to see how the players respond to this sort of managerial style. And he's had a good education, because he took a risk by going to Sweden. He uprooted his family, and he said that improved him and made him a stronger character, and it's broadened his education, seeing football played in different cultures, different styles. So that again has made him a better manager, I think. So as I said before, risk taker. So he doesn't, coming to Chelsea is not a risk for him. Uprooting his family to go to a new country in Sweden, that was more of a risk. So coming to a big club like Chelsea, he's willing to come here and because he has a lot of faith in his ability, so he thinks that he can succeed at Chelsea. That's what I like people who believe in themselves, and he's going to take responsibilities if things are not going well. He's not going to be throwing players under the bus or anything else. He's going to make it his personal responsibility, and he wants players to take responsibility for how they want to work for each other, not letting people down on the pitch. So that sort of culture, that sort of value is something which I'm looking forward to seeing. Yeah. And before I go, just one last thing, guys. I'm just seeing so much nonsense from people. He's given this interview. It's come out on the website. It's come out on Twitter. And some of the comments made in there are not helpful. Some people calling him a tramp and all this other stuff. And I know you're upset, as I said, about Tuchel going, a lot of you, but there's no need for you to be abusing this manager before he's come in. And if you're not up for it, if you don't like the ride, if you're unhappy, then there's always another club you can go to. I've heard nonsense by some people saying, oh no, an English manager's come in, he's going to be picking all English players. Hello, this is an English club. So what if there's an English manager? So what if he picks English players? After all, it's an English club. It's Chelsea is an English club. If people are not happy with the way things are run, as I said, you can always go off and support somebody else, But if you're making criticisms, make it constructive. You know, this, I don't know how old some of these people are, they're probably kids or whatever, but it's quite embarrassing, some of the comments that I've seen. You know, it's time for us to stick together. Whether you liked Thomas Tuchel or you didn't, this is Chelsea Football Club, and nobody's bigger than the club itself. So let's try to support the new management, and let's try to go on this ride together. Because the last thing I'm going to say, he did mention the passion of the Chelsea support, and you know, he appreciates that Chelsea fans are very passionate. Let's not become spoilt Chelsea fans, you know, because we didn't get the CV manager we wanted to replace Thomas Tuchel. Because Thomas Tuchel gone, we're throwing our toys in the air. It's not helpful, guys. And don't forget, guys, stick your comments in the section below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. So take care for now. Bye bye.